All right, now that everyone is here, let the official Silver Corps Deputy Promotion Ceremony begin. Now, I don't need to remind y'all, we've had plenty of ups and downs, highs and lows, as well as no shortage of stormy weather out here in Sandrock. And without all of you giving it your all, Sandrock wouldn't be the safe and secure place it is here today. Nevertheless, there's still one who stands out among the rest. One whose tireless dedication to law and order has earned them the right to call themselves Deputy of the Sandrock Silver Corps.
Wow, I don't know why, but I'm really nervous all of a sudden. I don't think he's going to pick one of us, do you? I mean, I know we're just builders, but...
Now, I don't mean to tantalize you all. I'm sure you're on the tip of your toes wondering who I've chosen to be my deputy. So without further ado, our next deputy is known not for brute strength, but nimbleness and wisdom. Our deputy brings a uniqueness to the team and fills in the gaps in our core skill set with raw, individual talent. With flowing black hair that shimmers in the sunlight as they dish out hearty, heaping helpings of justice with elegance and finesse. Let's give it up for our next deputy, Captain Cat.
What the cat?
Yes, Captain, or should I say, Deputy Captain, has not only been diligent in patrol work, but this year's mice incidents have fallen to an all-time low. Yes, there really is no question that Captain is the most deserving of this title. One more time, a round of applause for our new deputy.
I'm so embarrassed, but congrats.
Congratulations, Captain.
And now, to complete the ceremony, I will place the official deputy cap upon the head of our new deputy. Get on up here, Captain. Everyone, keep giving it your all out there. Dismissed.
Do you hear me?
Release me.
Can you hear my voice?
Told you 20 times I can hear you. Now release me. Stuck. Skinny.
I'm not sure we're getting through to him.
Stuck. So captivating. Could grate cheese on those abs.
He told me not to get anyone's help, but he's been like this for days. We'll save you!
Destroy the mirror. Too powerful.
You built this thing, right? Quickly! You have to turn it off or something. He hasn't eaten in days. Even my secret recipe mush with 11 invisible herbs and spices couldn't snap him out of it.
No, not turn it off. Skinny, destroy it.
I guess violence is never the answer.
Take it. For your bravery today, Skinny Arms, I hereby award you the title of Assistant Protector in Training. Intended for recreational use only, it bears no legally binding authority.
I'm glad you're okay, but Pen, you need to be more careful. As I recall, I did tell you using electric light bulbs, aka artificial light, was one step too close to corrupted old world technology, didn't I? Got anything to say for yourself now?
Yes, I believe someone is owed an apology here.
Well, you don't have to.
But I insist. Yes, perhaps Burgess, if you had simply trusted my judgment and destroyed the mirror like I asked, instead of bothering our friend Skinny, who's always got something on their plate. And it could have been avoided if you had been able, when the chips were down, to just show a little hint of humility.
But
Shh, 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 shh. Stay humble.
I'm sorry. I'll be more humble next time.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for your concern, but Pen is...
In any case, I thank you, Skinny. You... Yo-ho, Skinny! Fancy seeing you here in this city. Where how sick was that front flip? Yeah, did you see the part where I was like, whoosh? But hey, just as I saw you running about through town and ambushed you, it got me doing something I almost never do. Thinking! We've been hanging out and chatting, and you're always giving me stuff and buying things. I'm starting to think we've become really good friends. I knew I'd be able to recognize friendship if it did indeed come along. So, hey, I think it's confession time. Remember how when we first met, I did a totally sick flip like I did just now and offered you a combat course? Well, the truth of it, I don't really like teaching people anything. That whole tutorial shebang is really just an excuse for me to beat people up. Hard to believe, I know. But say, since we're friends now, why don't I give you a real combat tutorial? Maybe I can even offer you an introduction to Space Punch! There is no try, there is only do. Come, Skinny, we have much work to do. All right, we're here. Welcome to Space Punch 101. I'll be your instructor. I hope you brought your pen. You don't really need a pen. That was just an icebreaker. So, the first thing about Space Punch is you take your hand like this and, Any questions? Of course. Atara wasn't built in a day after all, right? I don't know, maybe it was. So, you just go like... boop! Space Punch. Space Punch! Yeah! Well... Look, Skinny, this is my class, okay? I make the rules. Hands off. This is my first time actually trying to teach anyone. I know what the problem is. I can't just space punch out of nowhere. Not without a target. Follow me, Skinny. Behold as I use my fist to paint upon this canvas of sky. Space Punch! Take that, you vile beast! Space Punch! Take that, you vile beast! Huh, child's play. Whew. Well, I think that will answer any questions you might have had. So, Space Punch time! Oh no. That's not it at all. I failed. For the first time in my life, I've failed. It feels... gross. It feels really bad. Dang it, Skinny. I failed you. My only friend and I blew it. Makes me... It's not okay, Skinny. I can't fail. What will people say when they find out? Deep breaths, panel boy. Just like the minister says. Take all those bad thoughts and push them down. You know what, Skinny? This is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. You know why? Exactly. Everyone cares about what Penn does. Everyone's... That is... Good to hear, Skinny. So, Skinny, perhaps the lesson of humility, yes. I need to treat people better. I need to write this stuff. You don't? Hey, look who...
Not bad. These sketches, the minutiae of detail. Hey, what's up? It's not what you think, really. No, really. This is actually not what it looks like. Actually, you have to let me explain. Truly, think of how many conflicts and stories could have been avoided altogether if the protagonist simply stuck around and listened when someone says, "Let me explain." Ahem. So, this is just a drawing of a model meant to show off some clothing ideas. Yes, it's Amira. No, I didn't draw them. And yes, she wanted to be involved. I'm a stand-up guy. You know that? And so is Pablo. Uh-oh. Did I say Pablo? I think what I was saying is, I'm a stand-up guy, and so is Pablo Lee. Lots? All right, fine. I'll come clean. Pablo asked me not to tell anyone, but no point in hiding it now. He drew up these wonderful designs for clothing, and then buried his sketchbook in the sand. He says his dream is to be a fashion designer. And I don't really have a plan yet, but I just had to dig them up.
Please tell me you just wanted to recreate your childhood sandbox experience and you're not seriously digging up my... Ah, you are here as well, I see. Ah, so you don't know anything? How splendid to have run into you. But if you wouldn't mind...
They know.
Drat. I wonder if the darling Vivi would find it too much...
Yikes! Look!
Seems a bit off the beaten path. Yes, let's talk about luck. Yes, apologies. I do have a tendency to...
Thanks for your concern, but the way Pablo just...
Where?
See?
Forgive me, Ernest.
Back at his studio. Well...
Yes, I'm feeling a bit ill as well. From your sickening performance, indeed. Claims that I suppose he is young. You think I would just give up on... Look around you. Have you... When life is on the line? Thank you. Let me pose you a question. Really? Huh. Heidi, Amira, alas. I do wish the luck... All right, darling. Perhaps you've made something of a... Thank you. Our discussion has been...
Thank you.
You grace me with your presence. You are the first to arrive. Have you brought a dish over? Let's wait for the others. We'll start the party when everyone's here. I really thought that I hit it off real good with the townsfolk. Where is everyone? What's going on? My invitations! What are they still doing on the desk? Oh, drat! I forgot that I've moved to Sandrock already. There's no one to do my work for me. No butlers, no cooks. I had a whole team running errands for me back home. Ugh, I remember how angry I was when my butler sent my love letter before I can even finish it. And now I'm the one who forgot to send my own letters. I have no one to blame but myself. Well, at least it's nice to know I'm not hated. That's good to know. I got some side eyes when I was doing interviews about Logan. I was worried that people from Sandrock were offended by my report in the Atara Times. Atara's writing style differs from the Tumbleweeds. We'd go bankrupt if we wrote news like Heidi does. Alright then. Seeing as nobody else will come tonight, why don't you take the cake home, if you'd like?